To be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
Playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Edition. I've not played this game before. I've heard a lot of people talk about it as being really awesome. That background noise that you keep hearing is actually the game. Before Maz sits there and goes, "Hey, you've got a stream open, watching with still with sound." It is literally just the game audio for the cuts, like the loading screen. I really hope that's not all the way through. But yes, we're gonna play this. We haven't played this before, so or the original one. So let's see. The end. Never the end is never the end. The is the end. Okay. So it's never
This
the end.
is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
I am going to say that you
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Okay.
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Yeah, I'm alright. I was going to say that seems like an okay job because you don't actually have to deal with people. For like people who've worked in customer service, they'll all know that people. I'm just gonna leave that there. But luckily we don't have to do that anymore since I swapped jobs, so that is good. I wonder if he's gonna say anything if I just stand here. Is he gonna get annoyed? Yeah. And it's not 726. Can I grab the mug? I hate Mondays. Very well. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Nah, we're gonna have an explore around here.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Sounds like a them problem. Ha! I can turn off monitors.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
I play D&D, we do not advance a story. We just go on a random edge of just randomness. Stanley went to work on a bank holiday. Yeah, probably. Ooh, monitor off. We're turning off all the monitors. See, that door's open, that's leading somewhere. We're going that way. I'm going to find a way that way. That door's open as well. Wait a minute. Okay. They see me rolling. They be hating. Well, I guess we're going this way. Since the game's not giving us a choice. Apparently this game is supposed to give you choices. Currently I am just listening to the guy. Office meeting. Looks like we're going down
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nah. We're going to go back this way. Apparently not. We're going this way then.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I mean, if he's going to tell me left or right and tell me go left, I'm going to go right. Not on purpose, I just don't know my left to my right.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I mean, I would, but I don't have coffee. Give me coffee. Fuel. Okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Should we go that way? No, we're going to go this way.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
What do you mean why I'm for 5 ages ago? Like, I'm going. Not the right way, but I'm going. Penalty for misuse, 1,000. Penalty for jumping off the car, we got left, 5,000. Can I open this door? I'm assuming we're going on this.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Should I jump?
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley.
Well,
everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Well... So,
look,
there
Stanley,
is no
I
jump
think
key.
perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Okay.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you forgot. What? Really?
Huh.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are
Nope.
you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay. I'm glad you're feeling a lot better, dude, and yeah, I can imagine it takes the wind out of you, because Maz has been completely tired this whole time as well, who also had COVID. But she's doing alright as far as I'm aware. Maz, you still doing alright?
Now listen carefully, this is important.
Okay.
Stanley walked through the red door.
The white door? No. The chair. Oh shit, I don't have a jump key. I keep trying to jump and it's not working.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
The blue door is what I heard.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Right, the red door.
All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see, there's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Okay.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Okay, okay. We all know that's a trap, right?
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one.
Okay.
Let's take a look.
Okay. Ooh. Interesting. Interesting. Hey, lady, welcome on in. Welcome on in. This is you. I haven't played for 7 hours. Oh, we're going back this way. How's it going?
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Okay.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Yeah,
Perfect.
sure.
Let me boot it up.
I don't get a choice.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life.
Okay,
I think the art world will really take notice. But of course,
him.
the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
Okay.
Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless Stanley. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable.
You're welcome.
Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Okay. What game are we playing now?
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley, and it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
I'm okay in here, thank you. Oh. Sounds like I'm typing on a keyboard. You can't, Joe. Get your first achievement. Oh, you FFR? Welcome on in. How are you doing? How's it going? I am very weirdly not sure what the hell I'm supposed to be doing here. It sounds like I'm pressing a keyboard when I'm pressing a keyboard.
Yeah.
How's it going? They see me rolling, they be hating. I'm in a tower, don't have a clue what's going on.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
It can't be.
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You really wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Just the thing, huh? Is this
Wonderful.
what I think it is?
See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Challenge accepted.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must.
Okay.
Okay, Stanley,
hello, Pablo.
Here's the ball.
Welcome
Have
on
fun.
No, I'm okay, thank you. I wonder if I can get out. I feel like I can get out somehow.
Hold on. What are you doing?
I found an exit. I found an exit.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Bye, Felicia. What's the darkness? Okay. Welcome on in. Oh man. Perfect time, and I fell off the edge at the same time. Now that seems too obvious as an answer to go down. Like, I've took one path so far. This game looks massive in comparison. Wait a minute. Wait a cotton pick a minute. Huh. Ooh, hidden door. Let's go this way. Why do I feel like there's going to be something that's going to constantly try and kill me now? This wasn't a horror game, right? Right. 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 Might as well said not a horror game.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am.
Okay.
That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Okay. You keep waiting. The end is never the end, apparently. We're going to follow his path. We're going to follow his instructions and go where he wants us to go. Alright?
When Stanley came to a set of
Psych.
2 open doors, This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I'm a rebel.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Nope.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
For her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who's she?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
No, I'm okay, thank you. I don't want to answer the phone. Let me unplug it.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited once... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Yeah.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
That's actually...
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another.
Okay.
Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action.
Okay.
How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Ha.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
No.
Please observe this helpful instructional video.
No.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person.
Okay.
But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
What the hell?
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Okay, excellent.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been.
Okay.
This way, please.
Okay.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Okay. Ah, the break room.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Okay, excellent.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would.
Okay.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Okay.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
2 open doors. My left door right here.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
No. Binary code. Interesting. How are you doing, Cran? I guess we have to go left, because we're not given a choice anymore.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why?
GB.
For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Okay. We broke the game. You can't shut it down. We will be playing more Gang Beasts again, yes. Probably on and off stream.
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are.
Rocket.
My entire game is destroyed.
Rocket.
It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
Yeah.
He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it?
Nope.
That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
Yep.
Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make... Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means... Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means...
I think I broke the game.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means...
I broke the game.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means... Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means...